The 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Block 20. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkrisky Tart. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Here we go.
First and 10.
10, 10, 10, under 10, 10, 12, 12.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. That's complete to a speedy wide on Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility. And got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Throwing on third. Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Cut. 180. 54. Watch the pass.
From the gun, here's Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Goff now to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 33. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll run here with John Kelly. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. John Kelly, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, you see nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he can vault himself right into the #1 spot.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check safety, check safety. 65, 65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Wait.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, gun. Switch gears.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
Here we go.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease so they can run.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Go. I got them.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Goff now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Goff throwing complete to Kupp. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Let's go, Ford. Let's go.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 33 yards that time. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 3rd and 4.
The touching time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Goff. He gets it to Cooks. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So
what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
They'll go option to the short side. He pitches it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards. First down, Niners.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Goff now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
21.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, alert!
Garoppolo looks to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 43. 21. Slant.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Here we go. 11.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. 13. 21. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Hey, Zoo. Here we go, D.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. In the last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed this season. Really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Garoppolo now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 21.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Zerline now for the PAT. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it's going to be third down and forever. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Let's go, Smith. 54, right there, 54 Mike. Check that out.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lock! Hey, Charlie!
Garoppolo now. Completes it to Coleman. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Gold with the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, exit.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. Garoppolo on first down, going for it all. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Gold able to tack on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
65. Slam. Hey, high 7.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
12, fellas. Here we go.
He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
White. Check. Hey, Haywood. Hey, 4-1's Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Garoppolo to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Show it. 12, fellas, here we go. 2. Hey, Alpha.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here we go. They're not ready for this. 12.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
21. Here we go. Hey, gun. Bud. Hey, turn it up. Hey, alert. Man.
Now Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here we go.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
I got you. 13. Undercut. Go ahead.
He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Watch the twins. Hey, Wahoo. Check 3. No. Off. Check 24. Whip. Watch the whip. 11.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Tonight, 120. Check. Watch 54.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Tonight, 180. We got 3.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do any